Can we go back, Madam Chair, to item number 9 of unfinished business as to the letter from the CPDO? This letter is related to the request of our city mayor to exercise the power of eminent domain for the expropriation of the property of Mr. Antonio Merillas. Earlier, there was already a letter sent to the Sangguniang Panglungsod, and I think instead of referring it back to the mayor, we can already take action to this request. And so I move for an ordinance to exercise the power of eminent domain.
Exercising the power of eminent domain, um, not only the grant of the power to exercise, but the ordinance should also state the availability of fund to cover at least 15% of the fair market value of the property as reflected in the latest tax declaration. So that's why in the previous matter that we have taken up, I am requesting for the presence of the city budget officer to ask him what will be the source of fund. Because the ordinance should reflect, first, the authority to exercise the power of eminent domain, and second, the source of fund from which the initial deposit of at least 15% will be budgeted. So, in the absence of a certification that the amount is available for at least 15% of the fair market value of the property as reflected in the current tax declaration, our ordinance will be incomplete. So there should be a certification to the effect that we have that available fund that can be appropriated to cover the initial cost for deposit to the court.
Madam Chair, thank you. This is for third and final reading. Tin, please proceed directly to section 4. Ito, Madam Chair, yung concern ni Councilor Miles na kita na mismo ang mag-give ng guidelines, and under section 4, second and third paragraphs, we are now, this representation is proposing the following. As to the authority to grant traffic enforcement incentive to volunteer traffic enforcers. The traffic volunteer group, which shall accumulate the highest number of violations for the month, provided that it shall not be lower than 800 individual violations, shall be entitled to 75% of the 15% herein stipulated. And the last paragraph, the traffic volunteer group, which shall accumulate the second highest number of violations, shall be entitled to 25% of the 15%, provided that it shall not be lower than 600 individual violations accumulated for the month. Para po may threshold kita. And ang 800, Madam Chair, dahil manggayod, dakulo niyan sa patikang 1-month operation, because if you have 15 personnel, ang average mo kayan sa 8 aldaw na pagtrabaho ninda, considering na Saturday, Sunday ang pag-deploy ninda. Individual, if you have 15 operators, individually you can, that's only 5 or 6 violators per personnel. So medyo mag-ian yan sa SAINDA. So kung sisa yung pinakahalangkaw dyan, shall be entitled to the 75%. So kumain na, Madam Chair, on third and final reading, I move that we approve the said ordinance, Madam Chair.
Before the next item, Madam Chair, can we also go back to item number 7 of unfinished business? Regarding the letter of Perf Realty Corporation. This was referred to the Committee on Culture and the Arts. Doon po kaya sa surat, Madam Chair, we will see that the PRC is giving us 15 days to respond. Otherwise, the said matter will be considered moot by the corporation and will be offered to third party. Kung bibilangon ta po, the letter was received August 26. We only have 2 days left before we can decide on this matter. Sa paghiling ko po kay Madam Chair, the proper office to give us guidance and direction with regard to this matter is the executive, para maaraman ta kung ano talaga ang plano tadigdi rather than referring it to the committee. So may I move that instead of referring it to the committee, we can refer it to our city mayor. Mm-mm.
Next item, ma'am. Item number 11 of the unfinished, the letter dated August 24, 2020 of Engineer Rolly Campillas, submitting his report on findings on the proposed acquisition of parcels of land as per resolution number 2019-241. The first endorsement dated August 27, 2020 of the Honorable City Mayor endorsing the deed of donation executed by and between the city and the Bureau of Fire Protection Region 5 with respect to the donation of 1 unit fire truck for ratification.
Memorandum of agreement between the LGU and the Bureau of Fire.
The letter dated August 27, 2020 of Attorney MacGyver Gerard Orbina of the City Legal Office responding to the request of the Sangguniang to conduct research on the ownership of Villa Sorabella subdivision in Concepcion Grande. City Property. The letter dated September 1, 2020 from the City Enro, submitting the report on their findings in their on-site evaluation of the preliminary activities of the proposed Naga Urban Residences subdivision in Barangay San Felipe.
Pending man yata with housing.
Housing.
Ay, land use yan.
The report of the Committee on Transport.
Madam Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the August 27 Committee on Transport report. There was a quorum, Madam Chair. First item, dated August 19, 2020 from the Trimobile Task Force endorsing application for transfer of Trimobile franchise of the following. As to the disposition, Madam Chair, finding the communication dated December 12, 2019, submitted by the Piston Development Multipurpose and Transport Service Cooperative for an upgrading and replacing of the regular Trimobile with a new tri-wheeler Badja vehicle, and considering that all documents submitted are complete and in order, and duly endorsed by the head of the Trimobile Task Force, on motion of Honorable Del Castillo, seconded by Honorable Alpius, Ms. Cabantog, Mr. Darilay, and Councilor Beltran. The body resolved to recommend to Sangguniang Panlungsod passage of resolution approving the conversion of 5 units of 2 taxical and 3 trimobiles with body numbers 1503, 1506, 0284, 0897, and 0899 to Badja by the franchisee Piston Development Multipurpose and Transport Service Cooperative of Bagumbayan Sur, Naga City. I so move, Madam Chair. Next, first endorsement dated August 14 from the Head Trimobile Task Force endorsing application for transfer of Trimobile franchise of the following. So the disposition, Madam Chair, it appears that franchise holder is a part of the applicant and finding all other documents to be complete and in order and duly endorsed by the Head of the Trimobile Task Force on motion of Honorable Del Castillo, and collectively seconded by Honorable Albius, Cabantog, Mr. Darilay, and Beltran, and Galido. The body resolved to recommend to Sangguniang Panlungsod passage of resolution approving the transfer of Trimobile franchise from Gerardo Salas Asahar to Francis Jem A. Asahar of Parkview Subdivision, San Felipe, Naga City. I so move, Madam Chair. Number 3, letter dated August 13 of Mrs. Fe Clidera of Barangay Igualdad, submitting certification from the LTO being requested by the Committee on Transport with respect to her request for the renewal of Trimobile franchise. As to the disposition, the body resolved to recommend to Sangguniang Panlungsod to refer the matter of the request of Ms. Clidera to the Trimobile Task Force for consolidation and submission to the plenary for the Sangguniang's final action on the matter. I so move, Madam Chair. Number 4, letter dated August 18 of Eduardo Custodio IV, President, Dugkal Suwa Trimobile Operators and Drivers Association, appealing to use the road from their point of origin to Kiburak, turn to Gomamela, Calle 13, Santa Cruz Puro, left turn to Arana, to J. Hernandez, then back to Kamaligan using Abella Street or Zamora Street. As to the disposition, Madam Chair, the Sangguniang, the committee decided to refer the matter to the Sangguniang Bayan of Kamaligan, and as a courtesy, and to recommend and to request comment from the said LGU. However, as far as Naga City is concerned, this early, Madam Chair, the committee is collectively invoking that we cannot grant said request. I so move, Madam Chair. Number 5, letter dated August 18, 2020 of Mr. Precioso Cornejo, Vice President, Naga City Pilgrims Electric Tricycle Operators and Drivers Association, submitting certification from the Mr. Jesse Yambot, General Manager, DECC, attesting to the regular seating capacity of the said e-trikes. The body, as to the disposition, Madam Chair, the body resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to request official report from the Trimobile Task Force of the available number of e-trikes still to be filled up, and further resolved to request official report of the 8 Trimobile units impounded, which were given a non-extendable period of 45 days to renew their franchise, and submit the same to the Sangguniang so that we can take action, favorably act on the request of the Naga City Pilgrims Electric Tricycles Operators and Drivers Association. This Trimobile, Madam Chair, already passed the scrutiny of the PSO and PNP. They've already conducted the necessary test run, and the certifications were issued by those offices and were duly received by the Sangguniang Panlungsod. So with this, Madam Chair, we await for the final report of the Trimobile Task Force. Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning.
The report of the joint hearing of the Committees on Agriculture and Manpower and Livelihood.
I proceed, may I seek acknowledgement of my report. Thank you, Madam Chair. It is the committee report of the Committee on Agriculture, jointly with the Committee on Manpower and Livelihood. We have only one item taken up during the committee hearing, Madam Chair, and that's the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Mila Rakid Arroyo, entitled An Ordinance Strengthening the Implementation of the Urban Agriculture Program of the City of Naga in order to augment income and make available human immunity boosting agricultural products as a strategy in the continuing fight against poverty and the eradication of COVID-19, allocating the initial amount of 5 million pesos chargeable against the 2020 annual and supplemental budget appropriate for the purpose and for other purposes. May I directly go to the disposition, Madam Chair? Disposition. The body resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palansod for the adoption of the proposed ordinance as amended with the inclusion of the comments and suggestions. But unfortunately, Madam Chair, the principal proponent is not yet around and have not yet submitted the revised draft ordinance. So I move that we defer consideration of this matter pending the submission of the Honorable Arroyo of the revised draft of the proposed ordinance. So move, Madam Chair. That ends my report, Madam Chair. Thank you.
The endorsement dated September 4, 2020 from the Honorable City Mayor endorsing for ratification the deed of donation between the city and the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority relative to the donation of parcel of land in Barangay Concepcion Grande for the establishment of TESDA Hub.
May I move to ratify the deed of donation entered into between the city government of Naga and TESDA relative to the donation of the parcel of land located in Barangay Concepcion Grande intended for the establishment of TESDA Hub.
New business.
Before the new business. Concepcion Grande ito. Madam Chair, before the new business, I would like to seek reconsideration. I've already incorporated the suggestions by our Honorable Chamber. I'm submitting this for third and final reading, Madam Chair. If the committee will agree, we proceed, Madam Chair, to section on the penalties. So, as discussed earlier this morning, Madam Chair, yun po yung mga observation, yan pong underline ta. Section 13, penalties, letter A. Any individual who willfully uses the QR ID card of another, impersonate another individual in his ID by using picture of other person or individual, or cause the printing of QR ID for profit. So, yun po si concern ni Councilor Oying, and si iba man na-receive ko sa na si Bada ang mga pictures sa iba man ang mga submit ang mga pictures. Sa baba, pakibaba. Yun po si concern ni Councilor Del Castillo and Councilor Albius, letter C. In addition to those stated in the existing laws pertaining to Data Privacy Act, custodian of the data who shall intentionally divulge or through omission cause the leakage of the data herein contemplated shall be made answerable under the revised administrative code and the code of conduct of public officials, among others. So, yun po ni Madam Chair, pig-summarize kong points during our discussion earlier this morning. So, Madam Chair, I move that we approve this on third and final reading. Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you.
New business, the letter dated September 2, 2020 from Mr. Ramon J. Porrendo of the MEPO, endorsing the request of stallholders to lift the 14% penalty and the 25% interest on late payments for monthly rentals from March to December 2020. The letter dated August 18, 2020 from PNP Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Anthony Alcañeses, addressed to the City Mayor. The letter dated August 27 from the City Budget Officer requesting authority to charge against the current appropriation for personal services of offices of their prior year's obligation. The letter dated August 27 from the Acting City Engineer requesting for endorsement of the request to the DPWH Region 5 for assistance for the dredging of Sagup Creek project. Infra.
We'll just be requesting assistance from the DPWH. Can we transfer this item from new business to SBO so that we can already pass the necessary resolution requesting DPWH on this particular matter? So with the indulgence of the Chair of the Committee on Rules, can we transfer this item, Madam Chair, from new business to special business or order? So with that, Madam Chair, on joint and collective motion, I move that we pass the necessary resolution requesting assistance from the DPWH Region 5 for the dredging of the Sagup Creek. Thank you, Madam Chair.
The letter dated August 10, 2020 from Mr. Anthony Andy Nacion of Barangay Balatas, introducing a son of the deceased Antonio Nacion in whose name registered were 4 trimodal units. The letter dated July 29 from Mary Jane Martin Moraleda, SAQ officer, Dito Telecommunity, seeking approval for reconstruction and installation of telecommunication facilities. Matter, the DIL Circular number 2020-03 on one-day online coaching on the updating enhancement of repressor orientation on capacity development agenda for newly elected officials. The DILG advisory dated August 26, 2020, inviting to the webinar on facilitating local recovery and rehabilitation in light of coronavirus disease. Another advisory dated August 24 from the DILG on the protocols on pillion riding in areas under general community quarantine. The letter dated August 31, 2020 from the Development Academy of the Philippines, online course on effective local legislation. Nominal voting.
matters which we temporarily defer, Madam Chair, because of the lack of certification of as to the source of funds.
Annexation.
But if there is no, since there is no certification that we received today to cover the expropriation of those properties, I believe we should just calendar it on the next
Annexation.
regular session. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes. 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 Nominal voting.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, may I move that all the approved resolution and ordinance be transferred to nominal voting and approve the same. Motion to adjourn, Madam Chair.